your thoughts, your actions, your emotions, your responses, and the things that you're doing have an effect not just on your life but on everything around you, and then everyone doing this all at the same time creates this huge mosaic. Like the last line on the last album is human life is merely a mosaic of endless parallel worlds and synchronistic events perceived by man as aimless chaos. And that general philosophy is expounded in the Absolute Elsewhere lyrics, but like relieving itself like of the trappings of metalness and really trying to just speak directly to the person about like elevating consciousness, you know, the perspective, the psychedelic reality, the now, you know, this transcendental oneness and the appreciation for your own consciousness as a sentient being, and then what that means for all other consciousnesses and sentience in the universe and on multiverse and all these things. And that, you know, if I was to say just in a simple word, it's about consciousness, you know what I mean, and not fettered by psychedelic consciousness or meditative consciousness or transcendental. Just like it's about that big thing that everything is a part of, that everybody's tapping into consciously or unconsciously, but is reacting immediately to people's subconscious thoughts, to their everyday actions. And I'm trying to frame the lyrics in a way that a person could read them and listen to the music and feel in a way that they're like, wow, I'm not only connected to this big thing, but these guys know this as well, and we are now sharing this bridge of consciousness between wherever they're listening to our record from and wherever we are on tour at the time. And it creates this huge synergy between everybody reading it, thinking about it, and then gradually, elevate the collective consciousness one little iota at a time, you know.
So we place these things all around the studio, little totems. In this case, it's mostly records, because that's what we've been buying out here in Berlin. At home when we record, we have tons of crystals, mini gongs, little Buddha fixtures, Ganeshas, all sorts of different things from various different religious sects surrounding the space to give us ancient power. But like I said, in this situation, it's mostly records that have inspired us over the course of years to make the music we're making. Just removing the price sticker here, sorry. So I can show you this image in its full glory, but I don't think this is gonna work out because whoever did this did a very bad job. So you're gonna have to ignore the little price sticker here. This is one of the most Blood Incantation images of all time for Eloy's Ra. Not a very well-known record, but the image portrays basically an infant in the infinite cosmos of what could be the eye of creation, ancient pyramids, DNA structures. And the logo itself, man, come on, look at that. That's like 80s power. Yeah, this one specifically, Peter Michael Hamill, all of his solo records are incredible. He used to play in a band called Between in the early 70s, which is amazing. World, psychedelic, folk, jazz, freak out, everything in between. So books, you know, tour flags, classic Maiden shit. Found this little twig outside.
One of the greatest records of all time.
One of the greatest records of all time. More power, more wisdom for the studio. Dead can dance. All genres of music. You know what I mean? Trying to cover the whole scope of things to create something new and interesting. I found this twig outside, and I was getting high, and it looks like the J from the Judas Priest logo. So I keep it next to my stuff for power, you know? Just little things like that that you see around the place to remind you of why you're here and what you're doing to create all this stuff. Because influence comes in many forms.
This is the soundtrack to the book, Battlefield Earth. So before the movie came out, by L. Ron Hubbard. The music is actually composed by L. Ron Hubbard, and it's performed by a bunch of these guys like Chick Corea and all these kind of like jazz fusion dudes. But it's kind of an inside joke because Battlefield Earth, even the movie, takes place in Colorado, and it's involves all these like alien invasions and stuff like this. But it's kind of just a long-running joke in the band, and we found this record at this record store, and it was like a sign. It was like, we're on the right path. We got Battlefield Earth. So there it is.
It's for the book, yeah.
We're not Scientologists.
No, we're not Scientologists. They have to hide the truth. But this is one of the worst, possibly worst movies ever made, but we love to watch it.
Really? Apparently this is music composed by L. Ron Hubbard. probably need to have it.
Paul Horn playing flute inside the Great Pyramid. Back in the 70s when you could actually turn off the power for all the lights running through the tunnels and stuff, so there's no hum. This intro invocation he's doing, he's literally just banging on a giant sarcophagus in a pit in the natural reverb of the space. This place is fucked up. This is what we were looking for. We were looking around out there, being like, yeah, okay, okay.
Screwed over just now. We have no idea.
You know what? I think I have this exact press. $200. Nice to see. You know? This is really fucked up. And this isn't even the exclusive room. This isn't even the exclusive room.
To the biggest problem in your life.
Yeah.
This is
Okay, it's a good problem. Now.
This, my friends, is the rare room, and he said there's another one that's even more rare and more exclusive than this. But check this out. 100 euros. Original press.
Dude, that's awesome. Fuck.
Okay, songs are a little short. 1984, a little late. 7 minutes is the longest track. You gotta get that. It's only $100. No offense. 120? No, that's $100.
Dude.
Damn,
Life's so difficult.
dude. Oh,
It's one of my favorites.
dude, I almost wore this shirt today.
This one is really rare. It's much more rare than the Can records. Because the cluster comes famous after the recordings.
Yeah, that was
This is fucked up.
It is because the condition is
I
not
got
so
this
good.
at face.
Look, this is a real motherfucking deal right here. That's crazy. $1,200, man. This is crazy. This is amazing. This is amazing, dude.
Yeah, it's the same box.
Same box, yeah. Yeah, I'm still going through my original pile.
it's the first
Dude, it's
Eloy.
only $850. It's only $850.
Only
It's only
$850, dude.
Eloy,
The first Eloy original.
Original press. See?
But this is a real collector box. So all the records are in good condition. And that's the
Yeah.
thing. So, and
Ooh, that's oh.
yeah, sure.
350. 350, dude. Only 350. You're wearing the shirt. He's wearing the shirt right now.
Second press with the fold-out cover. I have a '90s Spylax bootleg reissue. This is fucked up though. The sticker is what is killing me on this, dude. I do have a nice one. I have a 1978 press of this, but 250. That's like more than my whole pile right now. This is.
It's one of my favorites. It's a Berlin record. Huh? That's
Yeah.
good. I think it maybe is the best record from the Berlin music history for me. So, also especially the B side. I like this
Yeah.
dark ambient.
Yeah, dude. These are. Just look at how sick they are. There it is.
Blackwater
there it
Park,
is,
dude.
There it is. You
Opeth.
complete your collection.
Opeth.
Complete your
I
collection.
am not
Do both.
gonna buy this,
Come
but
Dude.
Opeth named their album after this band. Super obscure.
Actually,
Super obscure.
what?
Yeah, it's
Dude.
also for Berlin. It's not
Yeah.
for obscure in Berlin.
What's going on over here? You got all these other camera crap records.
Yes, all the records they have.
Just a casual double section. No big deal. In the
That's it,
second
like,
specialty room.
Can this is the best camera.
Dude.
That's the absolute first one from '68.
This
Is there any
Yeah, here you
stuff
have
like
metal.
metal or like
Yeah, yes, some rare ones, but metal is not, as I have more because it's my private passion. It's more this old stuff.
oh whoa.
There's
Yeah,
some rare
yeah.
ones. Take them.
Old Zenda.
That's a
Is that
real
a
one,
real
dude.
one?
That's a real one, Isaac. That's a real motherfucking written in waters. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Do both.
I have both represses.
Me
You got
too.
neither originals then. You got the Blackwater Park. Come on. Come on.
Thanks, dude. That's
Well, in the simplest sense, we wanted to make something that sounds like and takes you absolutely someplace else. Basically, after we recorded Hidden History, which has this extreme booklet, like a 20-page booklet inside, Isaac found a used copy of Absolute Elsewhere's album at Recollect Records in Denver, and he found this record, and it's called In Search of Ancient Gods, music inspired by the writings of Eric von Daniken or whatever, which obviously is, you know, corny and lame, but the hypothesis of non-human or even non-terrestrial humanoid contact is still up for debate, but basically he buys this record, he's researching it on Discogs. It's an instrumental prog album from 1976, it's a masterpiece, and it doesn't have any really bad 70s prog vocals, it's just sick experimental cosmic prog music. And it has a booklet supposed to come with the first pressing and a die-cut cover, and the booklet is basically the Hidden History booklet, but from 1976. So we all have had this record for a couple of years being like, great record. And then, I think it was last year?
It wasn't until you guys were driving the van
Fred, yeah. No, it was before that. It was me and Morris in...
No, it was you and I.
No, man. It was when we were driving from Southern Oregon after that Airbnb where we made the spaghetti and we drove down to California on the Full of Hell Marches tour. We were listening to it being like, we were just like, because it's great. It's a great driving record because there's no vocals, and we were being like, should we just can we call an album Absolute Elsewhere? Is this okay? We text these guys and they're like, crazy idea, and everyone's like, kind of sounds like the perfect album title. You know what I mean? We were stressing like, are we gonna get this? Are we gonna go record an album named after this album without every one of us already having this album? Because even Arthur, the producer, has this album as well. Get it? And the day before we came in, at the place we've been rehearsing for a week, at Urban Spree, they have the markets on the Sundays, and then Morris before finds it in a pile of random Kenny Loggins and Barbra Streisand records or whatever, and we're like, dude, that's the destiny awaits. You know, we basically decided this is not just the title, but the vibe, like the atmosphere of what this album can be, because the album itself, In Search of Ancient Gods, is got prog, like Camel style, like, you know, Canterbury sound, progressive British style prog, and then it also has like almost noisy, psychedelic, deep space ambient, you know, on side B and stuff. And we're like, dude, this is the attitude that this album has to have. It needs to be, you know, it needs to look, sound, and take you as a listener someplace absolutely elsewhere.